want to read to you from Ifa Will Mend a Broken World by Dr. Wande Abimbola. To the ancient African mind, animals, plants, and humans were part of one large family. In those ancient times, whenever human beings were celebrating important festivals, they invited animals and birds. Some trees had the ability to change themselves into humans or animal form, and they too were cordially invited to human events. Can you imagine? Trees. Yeah, I can, because Malidoma Patrice Some talks about it in this book, in which he went through an initiation where he had to actually sit, part of my candle, he had to sit in front of a tree and gaze. And eventually that tree became a green lady. Yes, you heard what I said. The tree transformed into a green lady. Look at this. My body felt like it was floating, as if I were a small child being lulled by a nurturing presence that was trying to calm me by singing soothing lullabies and rocking me rhythmically. I felt as if I were floating weightless in a small body of water. My eyes locked onto the lady in the veil, and the feeling of being drawn toward her increased. For a moment, I was overcome with shyness, uneasiness, and a feeling of inappropriateness, and I had to lower my eyes. She was green, light green. She was smiling, and her teeth were the color of violet and had light emanating from them. The greenness in her had nothing to do with the color of her skin. She was green from the inside out, as if her body were filled with green fluid. I do not know how I knew this, but this green was the expression of immeasurable love. Yeah, and he says, never before had I felt so much love. I felt as if I had missed her all my life and was grateful to heaven for having finally released her back to me. We knew each other, but at the same time, I could not tell why, when, or how. I also could not tell the nature of our love. It was not romantic or filial. It was a love that surpassed any known classifications, like two loved ones who had been apart for an unduly long period of time. We dashed toward each other and flung ourselves into each other's arms. Wow. He's talking about how this tree transformed into a green lady. You imagine? Wow. And she actually held him, spoke to him for a long period of time with a soft voice, the softest voice that ever was. Our elder says, I cannot repeat the speech of the green lady. It lives in me because it enjoys the privilege of secrecy. For me to disclose it would be to dishonor and diminish it. The power of nature exists in silence. Human words cannot encode meaning because human language has access only to the shadow of meaning. The speech of the green lady was intended to stay alive in silence. So let it be.